Wow. Please clap for yourselves. The reason I say that, it's because nikiangalia upande huu, the hall is almost full. Watu wa bodaboda, tungependa kuwashukuru sana kwa kufika. Mgeni wetu wa heshima, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, the Acting Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Gender and Culture, and the Acting Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior. Ours is to really thank you for finding time to be here today. Makofi kwa PCS. The Governor of Kakamega County, we can never thank you enough. You are the first person, when we reached out with this initiative, you said you will support. Thank you very much, Kakamega County Governor. It is leaders like you who hold our hands and ensure that the work that we are doing moves on. And you're a true testament that the county government and the national government, if pulled together, we can achieve more. Thank you very much. My good friend, Renson Ingonga, the Director of Public Prosecutions, you are the first person to respond to our letter, and you said you'll be there in person, and you'll send your team, and you're going to partner with our office. So thank you very much for finding time. All protocols observed, other leaders present, my sister PS of Education. Ours today is a testament that good things can actually happen in this country. Many people have asked me, why Boda Boda? Why have we picked on Boda Boda for us to initiate the Safe Home, Safe Spaces campaign? The answer is two. Issues to do with safety, safety for the Boda Boda themselves, safety for the passenger. The other one is GBV. GBV campaign, Mheshimiwa Prime Cabinet Secretary, we have about 3 million registered Boda Bodas in this country. When we were doing our analysis and the work we are doing with widows in this country, we realized that a majority of the young people who are currently dying are leaving very young widows. That is why we brought in the issue of safety, and we truly thank our partners, LIPA Likes, NCBA, KCB, for coming up to join hands with us to ensure that we have this program running. On matters GBV, Your Excellency, the numbers are shocking. Allow me to just point out that last year alone, 97 women died out of femicide. That is love-hate relationship. These atrocities are happening within the safe spaces that these women and girls perceive to be safe spaces for themselves. The question then is, what can we do to change this trend? The answer is here today. The Boda Boda riders have pledged that they are going to work with the national government to be champions of change on matters GBV. Let us clap for Boda Boda riders. When we look at the national statistics, Your Excellency, 4 out of 5 women or children violated is within our safe spaces. 4 out of them are mostly women and girls. We also have a new trend where young boys are also being violated. Nairobi alone registered 1,556 cases of sodomy. If we do not take care of our boys, if we multiply that number by 12, multiply that by 10, 15 years, we will not have men to marry our daughters. That is why we are converging here today, for all of us to pull together, for us to speak with one voice. This initiative, therefore, is a behavioral change initiative. Boda Boda riders have agreed. We have been here for 2 days. Yesterday, Your Excellency, we had competition where Boda Boda riders earned helmets, they earned gifts because of the safety measures that they are putting in place, and the agreement that they will treat each and every passenger as soft as an egg, for them to be able to take care of their passengers, who 75% of them are usually women, and with a small number, children. Your Excellency, we've also seen a trend where we as parents are neglecting our parental duty. I wanted to run a video, but because of time, I will not. If we do not breed and bring up young boys to be good men, we'll therefore not have good men to marry our girls. The violence meted upon young boys, which is physical violence against them, is therefore breeding broken young men who therefore would grow up to meet the same violence against anyone that they meet within their sphere. That explains the love-hate relationship that we currently have, Your Excellency, and therefore we are saying, or a good friend of mine told me, there are two things that a young man wants to be, either to be like the father or not to be like the father. Do you agree with me? It is therefore our responsibility to shape young men to be better than ourselves. Your Excellency, we are launching this Safe Home, Safe Spaces campaign today to mark the end of 16 days of activism. As the office, we are also saying we are starting now the journey of the executive campaign on matters safety in this country. 16 days of activism is highly implemented by the civil society, but the executive office of the President, Your Excellency, is saying we have more to do within the next 2 years to advance this campaign and pull together the whole of government approach, including all other government agencies, to ensure the safety of our women and children. In many a times, boda riders have been accused of being criminals, but we want to change that narrative today. We are changing that narrative because we have met boda riders who not only do good in the society, but today they have agreed to partner with our office, to partner with the county government office to ensure that we end GBV in the society. We have boda riders here who are champions of change. We have a team from Uasin Gishu, Your Excellency, who actually go around advocating for safe spaces for women and children. And when we talk about children, we are talking about boys and girls. And with that case, Your Excellency, everybody in this country deal with victims of violence. We are saying we want to stop violence. We can only stop violence if we change our hearts. We can only stop violence if we spread love. And therefore, we thank the boda riders for coining the slogan, Usipige bibi, Usipige bibi. And that's the fun of it. Shower your women and girls with love, and you'll be happy men in this country. Do you agree with me? Your Excellency, I take this opportunity to urge all Kenyans, including the church, to join the Safe Home, Safe Spaces campaign. The private sector has agreed that they would love to accelerate this campaign, and we are welcoming every other party who wishes to join this campaign to help the government to advance the positive change within the children, but also putting aside funds. You are the champion as with this cause, even as we go forward. On matters change and what we need to do going forward, it is not enough for one person to speak about GBV. We need all of us. We also have the toll numbers that we need to call whenever we have problems. That is 1195 on GBV, and we have the child helpline, which is 116. Therefore, even as we close this event today, Your Excellency, I would wish to introduce a unit on gender parity in our institutions of higher learning to ramp up sensitization and education on the importance of equality between women and men and to challenge the gender stereotypes. On matter safety, I would wish to tell boda riders, if your office is not good, if you do not enjoy working within your space, you'll therefore not have the clientele that you need. If you're not healthy, you'll not live long enough to be able to operate your business. And we are calling upon you as well, allow women to come into this space of being riders. Train your wives to also ride so that when you have an injury, there's someone who can take the business forward. Your Excellency, please clap. Your Excellency, even as we wrap up, in this room we have more than 2,000 boda riders. If we get all the 3 million boda riders who at any given time, they carry more than 10 passengers every day, we will deal with GBV. That's the mathematics that we are doing. As I close, I would wish to say this. Sometimes it's the memories that we put that shape the future. Boda riders, we are here to celebrate you today. As government, we are saying we are going to work with you. And these are the promises that were made to you before the government came to being.